Okay, thank you everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Honest Charlie Bodkin. I'm a former candidate for mayor, activist, and now I'm a member of Team Dylan. I'm here to introduce Dylan, but before I do, I have a story to share that bears some relevance to what we're here today to discuss. This story is about my experience helping to care for my sister and her family, including her two young boys. The youngest was born right here in San Francisco. My sister's family was homeless, living in a bus in Bayview. Here goes the story. I'm in my car on my weekly Sunday drive to my sister's. My destination was my sister's family's mostly a mobile yellow school bus in San Francisco's Bayview neighborhood. My mind would contemplate the future of my 4-year-old nephew, Kit, and his expected brother. I'd drive past the row of RVs and bags of trash lining the street next to the water treatment plant on Phelps Street off of 3rd and park behind her bus. I'd knock on the doors of the bus to be greeted by Annie, their small Labrador, and Ginger, their scruffy small dog, and my nephew's smiling face. We'd strap in Kit's car seat. Then my expecting sister, her partner, and the little one would make the 25-minute drive back to my apartment. Then we'd really be off to the races, usually starting with bath time, then a frenetic playtime and obligatory roughhousing, and we cap it off with a hot meal. I'd then make the round trip back to Bayview and be wondering when or what will change this. Following the birth of baby Elijah, the Los Angeles Times wrote a story featuring my sister and her family's plight. It was about the nonprofits that had the resources to house homeless families like hers, but seemingly wasn't. Within 2 weeks of that story being published, a nonprofit reached out and ultimately housed them. It made me wonder why our leaders have a vision zero for traffic fatalities, but not a vision zero for ending homelessness. Made me ask, why don't any of the major candidates for mayor have a goal to end homelessness? This experience was a large part of why I became more engaged in local politics, and it shaped my view of homelessness and the role of our government in playing a part in the solution. It's a large reason why I decided to run for mayor myself, to help lift the voices of those without a platform, without a voice, and how I came to meet Dylan. After I dropped out of the race in June, I made the decision to endorse Dylan for mayor because I knew there was so much common ground between us, and that Dylan shared a commitment with me to find and advocate for practical solutions to the problems we face as a city, like that of my sister's family story. So today, I'm not only proud to endorse Dylan, but also to say, today I'm not only proud to introduce you to Dylan. I'm overcome with emotion here. I'm not only proud to introduce you to Dylan, but also to say that I endorse my friend and the only candidate for mayor with a plan to end homelessness, Dylan Hirsch-Shell. Please welcome Dylan. Dylan?
Thank you. Thanks, Honest.
Of course.
Proud to have your support. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Your presence here demonstrates the collective commitment that we share to address the challenges facing our beloved city. Today we confront the most pressing and heart-wrenching issue in San Francisco, homelessness. Despite the significant time, resources, and funds our leaders in City Hall devoted to this crisis, meaningful progress remains painfully slow. For the families with children living on our streets, for our neighbors who have slipped through the cracks and now find themselves in tents, cardboard boxes, and makeshift encampments, the trauma of homelessness feels insurmountable and inescapable. It's no surprise that many turn to substances as a means of coping, plunging deeper into despair and helplessness. Our leaders have neglected the beacon of hope that is San Francisco. This beacon has dimmed, and the impact is felt by all of us. While we've seen headlines about Mayor Breed's sweeps, The true cost of these actions, the displacement and fragmentation of our most vulnerable, often goes unnoticed. I've walked through Bayview, Soma, the Mission, and beneath our freeways. I've witnessed firsthand those who have been pushed into these areas and swept away from our prominent civic and commercial areas such as the Tenderloin and Market Street, that are highly visible areas that attract media attention into areas whose stories are often untold. Let's face the facts. These sweeps are not solutions, but rather cynical distractions and pre-election ploys designed to relocate the vulnerable to areas without a voice and without scrutiny from the media. We saw this with Super Bowl 50 and APEC, and now as the November 5th election approaches, history is repeating itself. I stand before you today to hold Mayor Breed and all mayoral candidates accountable. My opponents will likely continue with the same Band-Aid strategies we've seen time and again from City Hall. Bolstering bureaucracy, increasing sweeps, shaming victims, and dehumanizing those experiencing homelessness. But we know the truth. The vast majority of our homeless residents are neighbors who once had roofs over their heads here in San Francisco. The leading cause of new homelessness is housing insecurity. This brings me to why we're here today. Our leaders have a shared commitment to a Vision Zero for zero traffic fatalities, a noble and clear goal. But why isn't there a Vision Zero for homelessness? Why aren't we demanding an equally ambitious, comprehensive plan to end chronic homelessness in San Francisco? Why do our leaders have a Vision Zero for traffic fatalities, but not a Vision Zero for homelessness? San Francisco is resilient. If anyone can solve homelessness, it's us. We're uniquely well positioned. We're not just proud of our city. We don't just feel that we are exceptional. We know it's true because it's in our blood. It's in our DNA. If anyone can do this, we can. That's why I'm the first candidate to propose a Vision Zero for homelessness. It's time to move beyond blame games and implement real proven solutions. I urge my neighbors, supporters, and the media to question the other candidates. Why do Mayor Breed, Mark Farrell, Daniel Lurie, Aaron Peskin, and Asha Safai lack a clear written plan to end homelessness? Where's the plan? Where is their plan? And believe me, we've asked. Mayor Breed, when asked where her plan to end homelessness was, directed us to her website, but a tangible plan is nowhere to be found. Citizens deserve transparency and present a real plan. Daniel Lurie, shockingly unaware that 1 in 4 San Franciscans faces food insecurity. His response to our inquiries has been non-existent. Mark Farrell, despite his experience as interim mayor, he has yet to present a plan to end homelessness. Aaron Peskin, while he has a commendable initiative to address student homelessness, his broader plan remains elusive, referring us to instead his crisis to care plan, which addresses homelessness but won't end it. Asha Safai, although he has one of the stronger plans that calls for an end to homelessness, he evades questions about sheltered homelessness and promises to respond later. But when? Feel free to fact check me, refer to their websites to confirm for yourself that none have a plan to end chronic homelessness. But we're not here to attack these candidates. Instead, we're here to highlight the absence of a comprehensive written plan to end homelessness, a basic expectation for any leader. And we invite them to live up to their rhetoric. Join us in our Vision Zero for chronic homelessness. We'll be extending written invitations to each of them to be a part of this critical movement to truly end homelessness and pledge a commitment to a Vision Zero for chronic homelessness. And if they hear us and decide to pledge an end to homelessness, we'll work together with them. That's the type of collaboration that we ought to expect from our leaders, and the type of leadership that I offer to the people of San Francisco. I'm here to present a solution. On my website, votedylan.com, you'll find the only detailed written plan to end chronic homelessness in San Francisco. Mission Local has praised my approach as fleshed out and akin to a white paper. This plan is built on facts and proven solutions from around the world. I didn't earn a degree from MIT or a neuroscience PhD from UCLA by winging it. I've done the hard work, developing a well-researched, thoughtful plan that addresses the root causes of homelessness. This is the leadership that San Francisco deserves. I offer the only Vision Zero plan for ending chronic homelessness among all mayoral candidates. Let's restore San Francisco's beacon of hope. Let's lead the world in tackling the homelessness crisis with determination and innovation. Join me in this mission. Consider ranking me as #1 for your choice of mayor in November, and sign a clear message to City Hall. We demand a comprehensive plan to end homelessness. We deserve a Vision Zero for homelessness. San Francisco deserves a real plan. Thank you.